I'm listening to a podcast that I found earlier today called Song Exploder. It's awesome. They've got some really cool songs that they've broken down with the artists, and names like Hosier and Chet Faker and Wolf Alice, which was the one I was just listening to. Fleetwood Mac even. Really cool stuff. Alright, let's get this set up. Well, I suppose I'll start off just by saying I don't know, I'll just say from now on, if I say, we're on the record from now, what you say is going to be potentially on the internet in the future and everything like that. So if you're happy for all of this to be basically recorded and in the article, we can get started.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, cool. Awesome. Alright, well, let's start off pretty basic. Can I have your name, your age, and what team you're on, what club you're on?
So, Amelia Schweiger, 19, and on Pure All-Stars Perfection.
Pure All-Stars Perfection. And how long have you been on that team?
Since the start of this year.
So you've been on
Sorry, I'm outside, so it might be a bit loud.
That's okay. So you've been on for a few months. Were you a part of many other teams before then? I'm picking you because I know I know that you've been to a few different teams.
Yeah, I've been on a few.
Yeah.
I was on Monash University's Team Australia last year. And I've been on MCA Phoenix level 5 the year before that.
And you're currently in Miami or Orlando?
Yeah, Miami.
Cool. What time is it where you are?
10:45 in the morning.
10:45 in the morning. You just come back from breakfast. What'd you have?
I got a breakfast wrap thing.
Oh, yum.
It's really good.
Starbucks, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. It's got to be nice having Starbucks, so convenient, I suppose, in Miami.
Yeah, it's a 5-minute walk. It's great.
Cool. And how was your flight?
I mean, it was pretty good. The first one was the long 15-hour one, and then we got to Los Angeles, and then our flight was delayed 4.5 hours, and then got delayed for another half hour. So we slept on the floor for a few hours.
Awesome. And how was the flight? Rocky? Was it tiring? Was it exhausting?
There was a bit of turbulence, but it was pretty good.
Yeah, okay. So you got some rest in and stuff as well?
It was just long. Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, I slept heaps.
That's alright, yeah.
So that was good, made it go faster.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm sure we got used to that when we went to Poland. So
yeah, legit, it was the same thing over again.
Yeah. So this is 2 international trips for cheer in the past, 7 months, 8 months? No, not even.
Yeah, literally. Rip my bank account.
What were the vibes like coming off the plane?
Pretty tired. Everyone was pretty exhausted because we'd been travelling for 35 hours without a proper meal, proper sleep, all that sort of stuff. So we were all pretty exhausted, but excited to be actually in Miami.
Of course. Standing on American soil and...
Yeah, literally.
Is it the first time you've been to the US, or...? Yeah?
Yeah, I've never been before, so it's really cool.
I've noticed that you've already been shopping and making a few purchases.
Yeah.
I see your Snapchat story. I know.
Too many purchases.
Well, let's sort of go for a bit of a throwback. How did you get into cheer in the first place?
It started when I was in primary school. At my primary school, they were hiring the hall people.
Cool.
And someone put an ad in this, and I went and tried out because I did gymnastics when I was really young, but they wanted me to do too many hours at the age I was at, so it didn't really suit. And then I tried out for cheerleading, and I really liked the sun aspect.
Yeah, cool.
So I did it for a couple of years, but I was kind of too young. It was a very small club, so I was a bit too young to kind of move levels because it was open age and I was probably 8 or 9.
Yeah.
So then I took a year off in, I think it was grade 6.
Right, cool.
And then I came back, and ever since then I've just always been on a team.
No way.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So you started, what year do you reckon you started? Probably around 2007 or?
Yeah, I have a medal from 2008.
2008.
So,
Madness.
but
so cool.
I always kind of say that I started in year 7 because
that's when it really sort of...
kind of when I started properly.
began.
Yeah, before that it was kind of just more mucking around, kind of what would have been novice level, but they didn't have a novice back then.
Yeah,
but it was back when competitions were finished in half a day.
Wow.
Like, you'd go in the morning, awards would be in, like, about lunchtime, and competition was over.
And to give some sort of context for that, comps nowadays go for, like, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, throughout the whole day. Every day,
and, like,
hour
12,
and then
13-hour days.
Yeah.
Even not daylight, it keeps going.
Yeah, no way. This question's, like, a little bit more tailor-made, but, like, I've asked Jamer what his first comp was like and what he was feeling, but I suppose for you, what was the earliest comp that you remember, and you remember what happened, you know?
To be honest, not really. It was a long time ago. I don't know, just around comp times, I always get really, like, kind of nervous and stressed out because I know how much pressure there is to do well, but at the same time, you want to do well for yourself and your team. So that always kind of gets to me. Like, even just in my daily life leading up to competitions, it always gets really, like, hectic. Because it's always kind of, like, in the back of your mind that you're competing, that, you know, going to be the best you can be for your team and everything like that.
Yeah. And so you can't remember the first sort of comp or the earlier comps way back when?
I used to remember, like, watching... I don't really remember myself competing, but I always remember, like, watching the high-level teams and always being like, oh, I'd love to, like... do that one day, and it used to be watching like level 2 and level 3 routines, and it's crazy to think that I've competed like level 5 and 6 internationally.
So cool.
Something that if you told me like 10 years ago I'd do, I probably would be like, yeah, right.
Yeah. No way.
And it was back, like, I used to be like a terrible tumbler, and I'd be like, oh, I'd never get onto these high level teams. Like, I used to be a flyer, and I used to be like always the smallest on my team, and now it's weird to think that I'm a base or back base, and that I can kind of tumble sometimes. It blows my mind.
How does the Worlds experience that you're having right now compare, I suppose, to any of the other comps that you've had right now? Is it just like the larger scale?
It's a bit crazy. Yeah, I don't know. It's different. Like, the group of athletes obviously is different. Like, this is an all-girl team, and it's very much younger than the university team was, because we were all overage.
For sure.
But I think it will get better with some more training that we do.
Yeah, cool.
Because we trained a lot in Poland, and it was similar. Like, our first training session in Poland was London,
Terrible.
But it definitely got better from there. So I'm kind of excited to just see the progress we make.
Yeah.
But it's very different being in, like, Miami, and we've got a few more days. It's not as, like, jam-packed as what I think London was. And we're getting to do a few more, like, touristy things, which is fun to kind of, like, chill out, do some tourist things, do some team bonding, before we get to Disney where it's all just cheer.
Yeah.
So, it's good.
And you've been around Miami and you've seen some of the attractions?
Not really. We're doing, like, Star Island today, so we're going, like, on a boat around Star Island. But we've definitely, like, been walking around. It's amazing to see, like, kind of the buildings, everything. It literally feels like you're on, like, a movie set. It looks so much like the movies, legit. Like, there's palm trees. Actually everywhere.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
When you came off the plane, was it straight into cheer, or did you have a bit of time to settle down into your hotel and everything like that?
So our first day was just like walking around. So we got here at 9, and then our first day was like a shopping day to kind of relax and get into Miami, and then the next day we had training.
Cool, right.
So we kind of had one day break, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, awesome. I mean, I've set out like a couple of different interviews, but I suppose seeing as you jumped right into cheer, unlike the Outlaws team where they went to Dallas for a few days first, I could probably start on the second interview questions, I suppose. So, you know, considering you've had your first training, what was it like? Did it go well? What were the vibes like, you know? Can you walk me through it?
It was pretty stressful. Tensions were pretty high going into it because we were all kind of a bit tired, a bit jet lagged, a bit exhausted. Yeah. We were all, like, in the back of our mind, we all knew, it's like, hey, it's Worlds, we need to, you know, do the best we can, and it probably wasn't the ideal training session.
That's all right.
But as the training session went on, we definitely, like, picked up a lot, which was good. So we were really struggling with, like, our stunt runs and things like that. Just the mentality and the team vibe was a little bit off.
Yeah.
But then, you know, we slowed down, we worked on dance, and then went back to kind of the harder things, and it definitely picked up then, which was good. So I think we're all a bit better.
Whereabouts are you training right now?
We're training at Top Gun in Miami. It's one of the biggest gyms in America, probably. It's very well known. So super exciting to be there.
I had to explain on the last interview I did what CA was, so I may as well do the same now. Top Gun's almost a rival, I suppose, to CA. I mean, of course, there's a lot of clubs out there that are really good, but Top Gun and CA are generally two of the bigger ones that come to mind, perhaps even in the top 3 biggest clubs. So, did you get to see any of the teams train while you were there, or perform even?
Yeah, so afterwards we were able to see 005 train. They're one of the best teams in the world, and they're trying to win another title. So it'll be super exciting to see them perform at Worlds. But being able to watch them, it was amazing because it was really we front of the floor to watch everything happening.
Yeah, cool.
Which was amazing because in Australia we get to watch it just watch how they train and how much they get, and how their trainings and how positive they keep. So it was really good.
And do they train really, really hard compared to what we do in Australia, do you reckon? Or
I don't know, they train very different. Like for them, this is they're a week out from Worlds, so they're pretty much ready. But it was interesting, they do a thing where they do their stunt sequence one at a time, and they get all these foam blocks and the things that you swim in that are long, I don't know what they're called. They're the long noodles that when you go swimming, there's noodles.
Yeah.
Do you know
Their gas from this 005 show.
what I mean?
I think I know what you mean.
Yeah, okay, so they have them and they have foam blocks and they hit them and throw them at the people while they're stunting.
So,
and all of them still hit the stunt
no way.
Yeah, so they're throwing foam blocks, foam kind of sponges, those ones. And they throw and the noodles they use to hit the fire and hit the bases and everything like that.
No way.
And every single one still hit the stunt absolutely perfectly while it was crazy around them. That was amazing to watch.
Yeah. Did you get to interact with them very much, or what was the go? Did you just
no, so they were kind of training. So it was a bit inappropriate to kind of go talk to them.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if there was some kind of designated time, kind of like our cultural exchange thing that we had, but that's really cool. And do you know when you're going to compete and everything like that? What day, what time? I think I've got all this information.
I think we're competing Friday morning. I think it's 11:30ish our time. Right. Friday morning.
I've got all the time, so I'll make sure. But so it's quite early in the morning.
Just double check it. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's we could have been way earlier, so we're glad. We're kind of at 11:30ish. It's not a bad time. Yeah.
Cool. I can hear people in the background. Is there someone with you, or?
No, I'm just outside. Just people walking around.
For sure.
Yeah, it's a busy street, but it's nice to kind of just sit outside.
Yeah, cool. And are you right in the middle of the city, or are you sort of a bit further out?
Yeah, so we're basically we're on South Beach.
No way.
So we're it's a tiny bit of a walk. Right. Kind of we're a block or two away from the beach.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
And the weather's good up there? It's quite warm? I'm jealous.
Yeah, it's nice, really sunny.
So jealous. I'll let you go then. Good luck today with your training and everything like that. I'll hopefully be in touch with you.
Thank you.
Seeing as it's Tuesday today, or Tuesday for you today, yeah. So I'll see if I can get in contact with you maybe on Thursday or something like that to see if I can have a chat with you one more time before you compete and everything like that.
Yeah, we head to... Oh, actually, I don't know when we head to Disney.
Yeah, okay.
Because we're competing on Friday.
Well,
I think we're heading to Disney Thursday night. Yeah, because we're driving there, so it's a 3-4 hour drive.
Thank you so much for doing that. Thanks for chatting with me.
That's alright.
I'll start editing all this up and again I'll be in contact with you about when we can chat, and maybe if you even had time on the car to chat, that would be awesome.
Yeah, I'll let you know. Alright.
It's
I gotta go. I need to go get ready.
No worries. I'll let you go. Thank you so much.
Oh, is it? Oh yeah, true. Alright, see ya.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.